both players load in here. We're going to go ahead and start the introductions. Why don't you go ahead and do the top left corner for Cheese?
Alright, well, in the top left corner we have our green Zerg by the name of CheesusChrst. Let's see how he fares against the other guy. I'll leave that one to you.
Alright, spawning at the bottom right hand corner, it's the blue Protoss player in the Grand Finals King of Kingz tournament. It's Prime.
I'm excited.
Yeah, a ZVP is not quite as boring as, say, a PvP or a ZVZ, but definitely could be interesting. But we're going to see a pylon already on the low ground for Prime, maybe opting for a Forge Expand or a Forge
Probably
Cannon Rush. We'll see what happens. Prime, already know him as a cheesy player, did 3 cheesy builds against our Bomber Terran player.
Yeah, he knocked Bomber off his King of Kingz seat. It's
Right.
kind of sad for him.
See,
I
Probe's
wonder,
going to
is
come
he
in.
gonna go Nexus first? No.
Tries to get us around on the probe. Not quite. He does get the probe, so that's definitely going to stop any aggression. He's going to get a Forge. It's going to be Forge Expand then. Otherwise, he's going to have to send the probe all the way across the map. It's going to delay everything. But Cheese getting the spawning pool at a normal time.
Game
I'm
paused.
going to go ahead and pause the game here. He's getting some lag.
Someone's having lag, yes. Maybe he played cheesy against Bomber because it was Terran and he was not quite confident about his matchup.
Yeah, I think you're right. And Bomber has never been a player who really scouts too much. He doesn't like going Reaper, from what I've seen, quite as much against Protoss. So definitely punish that lack of scouting.
Yeah, he did well in that regard.
Definitely. Nexus is going to get thrown down here. He's just banking up the minerals. Very safe, macro-oriented. And the hatchery is going to go down also for Cheese. 6 lings coming out, which means he might want to do a little bit of pressure. You don't normally get 6 lings against Protoss unless you're trying to do something.
That's a bit much.
Yeah, maybe trying to get
But
in, do a little bit of scouting.
They both open quite safe, so we shouldn't expect too much all-in-y kind of stuff.
Right. Definitely a
He's also
safer
walled off,
game.
so
Yeah, he's got the cannon coming up, first gateway coming up, so definitely no aggression for Cheese. He should just drone. He might even opt to take the third base because he already knows the Nexus is put down. He knows he's not going to get in here anytime soon. Maybe just try to do a little bit of damage at the front. That's about it. Gonna run away there. Yeah, just nothing to be done. Maybe just keep 1 ling outside, look for move outs. Third hatchery is going to be placed down, so definitely going to see a macro game on this map.
I like macro games more than cheesy stuff, actually. That's probably because I'm a macro player myself. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you on that. I tend to play a little bit more standard in my games. Because the higher you go, the more standard your play you're going to see. And the cheese just stops working.
Supply block.
Yeah, definitely a hard supply block from Cheese. 1 Overlord to fix that. But he's okay. He doesn't have the larva to make any additional drones anyway. Or the money. So a supply block early is alright. The first unit for Prime is going to be coming out here, a Stalker and a Mothership Core. See what he wants to do with that. Usually a Stalker and a Mothership Core implies that you're trying to go across the map and do a little bit of early aggression. Otherwise it would be a Sentry if it was going to be just all-out safe defensive.
Yeah, indeed.
Gas, but we do see 3 gases from Prime. See if he takes a 3rd gas. And he chooses to drop the Stargate, so definitely more defensive Stargate. Maybe try and get some Phoenixes out. Pick off Overlords, do some
like
harass.
playing mind games and blindly
Interesting.
countering mute us or something like that?
No, no, this is really just more of a defense. If it was just one Stargate, then it's just trying to get that map control, because there's no way he's going to have map control against Zerglings. By now he'd be expecting the Zerglings to have speed, but he's going to see that they don't. So really the Phoenixes are map control, but 2 Stargates, really ramping up the Phoenix production. You don't normally see this, because he's heavily committing to the Stargate tech. So maybe Phoenixes into Void Rays and doing some sort of push. And he's also committing to an air weapons. That definitely tells you something.
Alright. At least one Void Ray for now.
Yeah, it's going to be Void Rays. We'll see if he throws down some additional gateways to do a Void Ray gateway unit push. But I mean, Cheese is seeing all of this. He's chrono boosting into the gate, or into the Stargates. He knows Stargates are coming. Immediately starts morphing to lair, because he's going to need Hydras to defend against this. Takes the second gas on the natural and the second gas in the main, so definitely going to be looking to get Hydras out early. Maybe go for the Hydra Ling composition against this aggression from the blue Protoss.
If he can get enough Hydras out, then he should be quite safe.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, Hydras tend to, in good number, just melt these Void Rays.
And they're decent against gateway units as well, so he's going for a Roach Warren as well.
Roach Warren's okay if he goes for Burrow, maybe Burrow movement, but otherwise the Void Rays they're just gonna melt the Roaches, and it's just not as good. I'd like to see Lings. Lings are a much better composition with the Hydras. They just complement them so much better, much better buffer.
It's true. It's a Robo Bay going down for Prime.
Yeah, we are going to see the Robo Bay get thrown down. 2 Robo Bays, really going for the heavy tech path here. Maybe Void Ray Immortal. I'm not really sure what he's planning just yet. 4 spores thrown down. Wow. Really doesn't want to lose that third base. 1/1 attacks. He's got the muscular augments. Roach speed coming in. Hasn't even. No, he does have Zergling speed. I never saw him research that.
Problem is he doesn't have any Roaches or Hydras yet, and the Void Rays and the Mothership are moving out.
Right.
So
The push is already coming across. He's got 6 Void Rays, and this can just target fire the hatch. Granted, he's got 4 spores in position. He's going to need to move his queens down here to defend this. I don't know if Cheese caught
he
that.
also does
He
not
did catch
have
the
any
tail
queen
end of that.
spread, though.
Prime's just going to come right in here. He's going to target fire the first spore. Doesn't quite finish it off. Second spore is going to go down, and he can just target fire the hatch from here. No reason for him to stick around. He's got plenty of energy to just recall if he wants to, or just continue to do harass, because as long as he micros back, doesn't want to lose that Mothership core in case he gets in trouble. But 2 Immortals coming out with a follow-up Robotics Bay. And just additional gateways being thrown down. Right, yeah, this could just be... Oh man, this is going to do a lot of damage. Not quite GG, but just potentially game in. He might want to recall. He's going to lose... No, the recall is gone.
Oh no, that's not good.
He is going to get the lair, which sucks, but he's going to lose all of his Void Rays. We might see a counterattack come out here from Cheese. It's tough to say. If Cheese chooses to sit back and do nothing, then it's 100% worth it. If he chooses to go across the map, because Prime doesn't have a whole lot going on right now. He's got 4 Immortals and 1 Stalker. So Ling Hydra is just going to melt right through that. Granted, he's got 5 cannons at the front, so he should be pretty safe. We're going to see him move across the map now with, let's see how many Hydras he's got. He's got 13 Hydras to 2 Immortals, or excuse me, 4 Immortals and 2 Stalkers.
There are also 2 Colossus in production.
Yeah, he's going to be able to hold this just fine.
Then, yeah, indeed.
Got extended thermal lance coming out. He might be able to do some damage if he's able to target fire some of these guys down, but those Colossi are going to pop out, and he's just going to have to back out here. They're just going to melt that Hydra army. He's going to see it. He's going to choose to back out. Hopefully.
Prime is still on 2 base though. I think he might want to start thinking about an expansion, because otherwise he's just gonna dry himself out.
Yeah, definitely. He's oversaturated at his main and his natural, so he's definitely got enough to make a third and transfer over there, fully saturated. But the units lost is pretty even for both players at this point. So, yeah, yes, he stopped the resource collection for Cheese. He got the lair, but he also lost the expensive Void Ray. So, overall, pretty even trade. It's hard to say who's really ahead at this point.
Supply is in favor of Prime though, and I guess you could say he has more tech. If he moves out right now, and he gets some good hits with those Colossi, then it's just done, I think.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. I'd like to see maybe a couple sentries with this army. That would really just
indeed
fortify the current composition. Because 4 Immortals by itself does a lot of damage, and you got 3 Colossi and Stalkers to buffer. This is going to be an extremely hard push to hold, as we see a supply block now. 78 to 67 army supply, and we're going to see a push in here. So as soon as he gets these pylons down, he's got reinforcements, maybe some Zealot buffer. Third base behind us, really good position for Prime.
I wanted to say he's also expanding on the back of this. And I think Cheese is kind of overcommitting on these Hydras. They're just going to melt right away now.
Yeah, as soon as you see those Colossi come out, yeah, just
Yeah.
GG, just melts them.
Too bad.